Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you to this episode of All Things Lean with your host Madhulika Rajahan. In our last episode, we talked about accessibility, usability for all. In this episode, we will talk about principles of universal design, creating accessible websites. According to Paul J. Meyer, a premier international authority on goal setting, motivation, time management, and personal and professional development, productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. The Principles of Universal Design was created by Ron Mace and a group of design researchers and practitioners across the United States. It was published in 1997 by North Carolina State University, the Center for Visual Design. The Principles of Universal Design is a foundation for designers who set out to create universal design products. The principles were created to guide a wide range of design disciplines, including environments, products, and communications. You can apply these principles to any design style or trend. They are limitless, timeless, and adaptable. You will be proactively taking on accessibility by incorporating these principles at the beginning of a project. There are 7 principles, and they all include guidelines with actionable approaches for universal design. Each principle captures a key concept. Whenever you are using the guideline to plan and elevate and evaluate your design, an important thing to note is that sometimes only a few of the 7 principles will be relevant to your current design. In the following section, we will learn about each of the 7 principles and its guidelines. Additionally, we will look at design examples for each principle so we can apply these immediately to your project. The first principle is the principle of equitable use. The design is useful and marketable to people with diverse abilities. Equitable use is the first principle because it is the driver for accessibility. The principle promotes you to think about users with different abilities. When you use this principle, you must consider all users instead of only the target users. When you design for all users, you will also improve the experience for your target users and increase the brand value of your company. Some guidelines for equitable use are: provide the same means of use for all users, identical whenever possible, equivalent when not. Avoid segregating or stigmatizing any users. Provisions for privacy, security, and safety should be equally available to all users. Make the design appealing to all users. One of the examples of first principle can be to use strong color contrast to avoid stigmatizing users with color blindness. Color blindness affects approximately 1 in 12 men, which is 8%, and 1 in 200 women, which is 0.5% in the world. You can avoid segregating or stigmatizing your users by designing color palettes with strong contrast. One of the common myths about accessibility is if you design for accessibility, then you would be sacrificing the visual design. This is incorrect. A design with strong color contrast can be aesthetically appealing to all users. Deuteranomaly or red-green distinction is one of the kind of color blindness. On the left are 2 pictures as seen by a person with normal vision. On the right, the same pictures are simulated as seen by a person with deuteranomaly. When you choose colors for your design, make sure to avoid red-green combinations. The second principle is flexibility in use. The design accommodates a wide range of individual preferences and abilities. No one person is same as another. A static and inflexible design will never be able to accommodate all users. The flexibility in use principle encourages flexibility, adaptable or customizable design. It takes into account individual preferences and lets the users choose how they will use a product. When you provide choices for your users, they will feel more free and more in control of their experience on your website. Some of the guidelines for flexibility in use are: provide choice in methods of use, accommodate right or left-handed access and use, facilitate the user's accuracy and precision, provide adaptability to the user space. Customization is a technique to accommodate a wide range of individual preferences and abilities. It enables users to choose and organize what they see on a website and how they will use it. Dashboards are good examples for customization. Many enterprise systems and project management applications have customizable dashboards. Depending on their various work tasks and needs, users can select what they want to see on the dashboard and how they want to use it. Trello is a web-based project management application. It uses boards, lists, and cards to help users to organize and prioritize their projects with flexibility. It offers a range of customizable dashboard opinions. Here, the user can choose the color of the cards to display on a board. The third principle is the principle of simple and intuitive use. Use of the design is easy to understand, regardless of the user's experience, knowledge, language skill, or current concentration level. Simple and intuitive use is one of the goals of user experience design. It is not surprising that this is also one of the universal design principles. This principle aims to reduce complexity and mental or cognitive loads. According to cognitive load theory, humans can handle only 3 to 9 items in a short amount of time when processing information. So, as to reduce complexity and reduce cognitive loads, you should always aim to present information between 3 and 9 items. Some of the guidelines for simple and intuitive use are: eliminate unnecessary complexity, be consistent with user expectations and intuition, accommodate a wide range of literacy and language skills, arrange information to be consistent with its importance, provide effective prompting and feedback during and after completion. Progressive disclosure is an interaction design technique. It reduces visual clutter and removes irrelevant information on the screen. It prioritizes information to display on the screen based on user needs and interactions. On top of that, it allows the user to drill in for more information, usually without a page load. Progressive disclosure reduces users' cognitive loads and helps them to focus on the task at hand. MailChimp is a web-based email marketing service. On its pricing page, it uses progressive disclosure to display service plans. A user can interact with the slider to communicate the number of subscribers to whom she or he will be reaching out using MailChimp. Based on the input, MailChimp displays a subset of 3 service plans on the screen and recommends one of them to the user. Creating accessible products can be a challenging task. Sometimes we as designers do not know where to start. Universal design is a solid approach to design because the 7 principles help us consider the needs of all users in general. Universal design benefits everyone, not just the aging population or people with disability. The Principles of Universal Design is a great resource for us to use when we want to design for accessible websites, ones which serve and cater to as many users as possible. These principles will help guide your design process. Thus, you should incorporate them into your project you do from the very beginning. In today's video, we have discussed the three principles: equitable use, flexibility in use, and simple and intuitive use. We will discuss the next four in our upcoming video. With this, we come to an end to this episode of All Things Lean. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comment section on what you'd like to hear more. Until next time, this is your host, Madhulika Rajahan, signing off. Have a wonderful day ahead.